Hello, Dr. Joe here of the AskDrJoe.org and the 2020forum.com. So, in the last video, I talked about how we can amplify the amount of sulforaphane that we get from this broccoli up to 50 times. And I did say the way to do that is by consuming broccoli sprouts, okay? Broccoli sprouts. So, your next question is going to be, how do you grow your own broccoli sprouts at home without any hassles and no soil required? That is the subject of today's video. So let's go over the steps, shall we? So in step 1, well, you need tools, okay? You need some tools, and you need 4 tools. And here are the tools. Tool number 1, we need a wide mouth mason jar. You may need more than one. The bigger the mason jar, the better, because big jar means bigger yields of broccoli sprouts. Tool number 2, a sprouting lid to cover the jars. This is optional, but it helps with the drainage. Tool number 3, a sprouting stand. This is also optional, but it helps with the drainage of the jars as well. Tool number 4, of course, we will need broccoli seeds. Okay, so that is step 1. Now, let's move on to step 2. In step 2, all you need to do is add 3 tablespoonfuls of the broccoli seeds into the mason jars. Add some water to soak the broccoli seeds for 4 hours. And then 4 hours later, just drain out the water. That's all, okay? Now, I've got a clip here from the Hermit channel, and he's going to go over it with you guys now. Just watch. Okay, so I'm going to do the narration because he has some background music which could pose a problem. So what he's explaining there is the fact that you only need just about 3 tablespoonfuls of the broccoli seeds, and he's going to add that into each of the 3 mason jars that he's got there. You can see he's added 1, and he's going to add 2 more to that very mason jar, and he's going to add 3 to each of the 3 mason jars that you can see there. And after that, you run in some cold water, fill up the mason jars to about half full, and allow the seeds to soak for 4 hours. So it's going to pop on the sprouting lid now, okay, to close off the jars. And you allow the seeds to soak for 4 hours. And within 4 hours, some of the seeds are beginning to pop open there, as you can see there. And then the next thing is you drain the mason jars. You drain the water off the mason jars. So that is step 2. And by the way, in step 2, it's a good idea to keep the mason jars with the broccoli seeds in them out of sunlight. So you can keep them in your kitchen cabinet. But a simple way to do that is to probably just wrap a towel around the jars, okay? Wrap a towel around the jars to keep away sunlight. So that wraps up step 2. So what happens in step 3? Well, in step 3, all we need to do is every morning that we wake up, we add some water to moisturize the broccoli seeds and then drain the water out, okay? Just drain all of the water out. And then we'll do that twice a day. So in the morning, we do that, and then in the evening. And let's just watch the Hermit guy again do this process for us. So what is happening there now is the ritual of rinsing the seeds twice a day. So this is the morning rinse that he's doing there. Essentially, you just add fresh cold water into the jars in the morning when you wake up. And you rinse the seeds and then drain the water off immediately. As you can see there, the jars are resting at an angle. And the idea behind that is to drain the water off the seeds. And the other point he made there is that you should make a good attempt to have the seeds line the bottle in a thin layer. Okay, you don't want all the seeds clumping up together. So just drain the water off, and then you do that twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. The other point he made there is that you don't want the sprouting lid openings, the holes, to be clogged up with the seeds. So you need to allow a good amount of ventilation as well. So the water drains out, and then some air gets in as well. And that wraps up step 3. And in that step 3, you can see it's very easy. Just moisturize the broccoli seeds twice a day. Do that morning and evening. And you do that for 4 days, okay? Just 4 days. And you're going to have this nice blossoming broccoli sprouts inside the jars. And you're good to go. Now, this is where the sprouting stand actually helps, because if you have the sprouting stand, that means you can have the jars at an angle, and that will help to drain out the water. It's very important that you drain out all of the water from inside the jars, okay? So that's all you need to do, folks. And once you do that, over a period of 4 days, you have your broccoli sprouts ready for you to consume. It's as simple as that. And let's just watch the final product of the Hermit Guy. So what is happening there now is this is the broccoli seeds now sprouting. This is 36 hours later, a day and a half, and you can see the broccoli seeds already sprouting. So what he's showing you there is a little fuzzy thing, fuzzy, hairy, whitish thing that you may see on the bottle. And what he's explaining there is that it is perfectly normal. When you see that, do not be alarmed or concerned at all, because it is normal. So don't throw your seeds away when you see that. Now, this is day 4, day 5. He said he allowed these seeds to sprout for 5 days, but he could have harvested them on day 4. So you can see there 3 tablespoonfuls of broccoli seeds yielding a bottle full of broccoli sprouts. Not a bad yield at all. Okay, not a bad yield. So it's all very good when you do this sprouting. The next task is to remove the husks of the sprouts. So you soak the sprouts in water, just running some water, and the husks, which is the brown stuff that you're going to be seeing floating, they're going to float to the top. And in fact, he could easily have scooped them out at that point, but he chose to empty the entire bottle. If you do it that way, then you just need to use a spoon to scoop out the husks. So you just lower the spoon, and the husks will float into the spoon, and you discard the husks. He's saying that this might be labor intensive. However, it does yield a better quality product. So remove the husks gradually with a spoon, and next you just drain the water off the bowl, because your product is ready now. Okay, the sprouts are ready. These are your broccoli sprouts. So what you want to do now is proceed to storage. But before you do that, you may want to reduce the moisture content of the broccoli sprouts. So you just put them on something like a towel to remove the water. So make a thin layer of the sprouts on the towel, and then you're just going to pat them dry. A thin layer. And you pat them dry. That's it. Sprouts are ready to be consumed. Now, if you're not going to eat them straight away, a good idea is to freeze them. So put them into a bag like a Ziploc bag and freeze them. But if you're going to eat them straight away, go ahead and do that. Storage is freezing. Best. So that's it, remove the husks and, go ahead and do whatever you want to do with your broccoli sprouts. Blend them up, into a smoothie format, eat them in salad format, do whatever you want to do with them. If you want to steam them, go ahead and steam them. So, that's how you can amplify the amount of sulforaphane that is present in this very broccoli. Of course, you still get some sulforaphane from the mature broccoli, but it's just that if you want to really get more, then of course the broccoli sprouts is the way to go. So I'm hoping that you got some value from this very video. Oh, by the way, just before we go, a quick plug. This is my book on managing high blood pressure with lifestyle approach. Links to get a book right below this very video. So I'm hoping that you got some value from this very video, in particular how you can get lots more sulforaphane from your broccoli. And you know, if you liked it, please give the video a thumbs up. Please like the video, and also please share this video with your friends, with your family, with your colleagues. If you've got any questions, any comments regarding the content of this video presentation, go ahead, leave your comments or questions down below. I think that's it for this video. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.